Australia is the world's leading country for cases of skin cancer. In fact, skin cancers account for over 2/3 of all cancers diagnosed in Australia. As a race, we've traditionally spent time in the sun, and a sign of good health was to be tanned. However, we've now begun to recognise the serious effects of exposure to the sun's rays, and employers are recognising the need to train their employees about the effects of ultraviolet radiation and to provide them with protection from these damaging effects. In this video, we're concentrating on what we can do at work to reduce the risk of skin cancer. We know that workers who are outside between the hours of 11 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, when ultraviolet radiation is most intense, have an increased risk of skin cancer. We also need to be able to recognise the early signs of sun damage from exposure. Most skin cancers can be cured providing we seek medical attention in the very early stages. The early signs of skin cancer usually take the form of lumps, bumps, sores and spots. 3/4 of skin cancers diagnosed in Australia are basal cell carcinomas. These are the least dangerous and usually appear on the face and the neck. These cancers are easily treated and rarely spread internally. However, they can cause extensive damage if left untreated. Squamous cell carcinomas are more dangerous but appear less frequently, usually on hands, arms, face and neck. They can spread into the rest of the body and cause death if left too long. The rarest and most dangerous skin cancer is called melanoma. It can present as a freckle, mole or spot. This type of cancer can spread throughout the body very quickly. Most deaths from skin cancer are due to melanoma. So if you find a new spot which grows or changes, or a sore that doesn't heal, see your doctor immediately. Remember that most skin cancers, even melanomas, can be cured if diagnosed and treated early enough. So what can you do if your work involves being outside? In many instances, your exposure can be minimised by making some simple changes to how outdoor work is done. Perhaps your job, or parts of your job, could be done just as well inside or under a temporary shelter. Can trees or buildings be used as protection? Another possibility is to perform outdoor tasks early in the morning to avoid the hours between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Some workplaces have reorganised both the work and shifts to fit in with these times. Where it is not practical to reorganise your work or work in the shade, you will need to wear clothing that offers you maximum protection. Loose clothing, preferably made from natural fibres, is more comfortable, allows ventilation and sweat to evaporate. Light coloured clothes are also good because they reflect the heat. A collar to protect the back of the neck is also important. Sunscreen is also essential. You need to choose a sunscreen that has a sun protection factor, SPF, of 30+. This should be applied 15 minutes before going outside. Remember, it doesn't have to be hot for ultraviolet radiation to reach and burn your skin. Choosing the right sunscreen will depend on your preference for a cream, lotion or gel, and whether you are required to work in water. You need to apply the sunscreen every 2 hours, more often in water or sweating profusely. Always apply your sunscreen to dry skin. A hat is important to keep the sun off your face, neck and ears. Broad-brimmed hats with a 10 to 12 centimetre brim are best. A flap is also useful in keeping the sun off the back of your neck. Sunglasses, specially designed to cut out ultraviolet, are also a good idea. So, if you're required to work outdoors, be sun smart. Wear suitable clothing, apply a sunscreen, and wear a hat and sunglasses. And don't forget to check your skin regularly for any early signs of skin cancer. Remember that most skin cancers can be cured if diagnosed and treated early.